Cheap curtains aren't the reason your home looks cheap. Expensive curtains hung wrong look worse than budget curtains hung right, and there's one mistake on this list that even interior designers get wrong. We'll get to it. But first, the small ones that are quietly ruining rooms right now. These 10 are ranked from the most obvious mistakes to the ones most people don't fix until they've already done everything else right. Number 2 is the one designers get wrong. Stick with me for that one. Starting with number 10, the first mistake is hanging curtains that are too short. Short curtains are the fastest way to make a $5,000 sofa look like it came from a clearance aisle. The wall feels broken, the window feels disconnected, and the eye lands on the gap, not the room. Curtains should graze the floor or gently kiss it. If yours are too long, hem tape and an iron, less than $10 can make basic curtains look custom. Get the length right and you fix the easiest one. The next mistake is why even good curtains end up looking flat. Number 9 is using curtains with no fullness. Flat curtains give the room a temporary apartment feeling. They cover the window, but they have no softness, no folds, and no presence. Picture 2 windows side by side. Same room, same fabric. One has 2 panels stretched flat. The other has 4 panels gathered into soft folds. The flat one looks like a hotel room you forgot the name of. The full one looks like a magazine. Curtains should be 2 to 3 times the width of the window. A 36-inch window needs around 72 to 108 inches of curtain, often more panels than you first expected. Number 8 is where affordable curtains can still look expensive and where expensive curtains can still look cheap. Shiny polyester, fake lace, thin panels, fabric that pills, all of it makes the window look low quality. Good fabric doesn't always mean expensive though. Linen, cotton, and cotton linen blends usually hang better. Here's a test that tells you everything. Hold the fabric up to a window in daylight. If you can see the weave clearly through it, the panel is too thin. If the light bounces off it like a raincoat, the polyester content is too high. Real fabric softens light. Cheap fabric fights it. Get the fabric right and the curtains start to feel custom. But hang them at the wrong height and even custom fabric can't save the room. Moving on to number 7, the mistake is hanging your curtain rod too low. When the rod sits right above the window frame, the window looks smaller and the ceiling feels lower. Think of it this way. A rod hung 2 inches above the frame draws your eye to the top of the window. A rod hung 6 inches below the ceiling draws your eye to the ceiling itself. Same room, same window. But the second one suddenly has 9-foot ceilings instead of 8. Nothing was renovated, the eye just got redirected. Mount the rod 4 to 8 inches above the frame, or a few inches below the ceiling if you have the space. A low rod can make expensive curtains look cheap. A high rod can make affordable curtains look polished. This next one is the smallest mistake on the list and one of the most common. It's also the easiest to fix. Number 6 is leaving curtains wrinkled. This mistake shows up everywhere, even in homes with good furniture and nice curtains. The length is right, the rod is high, the color works, and the package creases are still running down the fabric. Wrinkles make curtains look rushed. A handheld steamer costs around $30 and completely changes how the curtains fall. Steam them after they're hung top to bottom so the fabric relaxes into place. We're halfway through and everything so far is surface fixes. Length, fabric, fullness, you can sort those in an afternoon. But the next 5 are different. These are the ones that make people walk into a room and feel something is wrong without being able to explain why. Number 2 is the one designers miss. Number 1 costs the least to fix and changes the most. Stick with me. And number 5, the mistake is choosing patterns that compete with the room. Patterned curtains can look beautiful, but they need balance. If your sofa has large floral pillows, go with solid curtains or a simple stripe. If your rug is busy, let the curtains calm the room down instead of adding more noise. The rule is to change the scale and the type. A large floral can work with a small stripe, but 2 large patterns feel heavy together. A pattern curtain should add character without taking over. The next mistake looks beautiful in photos, but it can make the room annoying to live in every single day. Number 4 is using the wrong curtain hanging style. Grommet curtains are easy, but they can make a room feel temporary, especially when the rings are shiny. Pinch pleats look more custom. Back tabs feel cleaner. Rod pockets feel softer. Tie tops work in cottage-style rooms. A formal living room looks better with pinch pleats and rings. A relaxed breakfast nook works better with something softer. You can also make affordable curtains look custom with pleat hooks and curtain rings. Hanging style sits at the top of the curtain. The next mistake covers the rest of it, and it's the one that fights with everything else in the room. Number 3 is choosing curtain colors that clash with the space. I was at a friend's living room last month. New sofa, new rug, fresh paint, the whole renovation. And the room still felt off. We sat there for an hour trying to figure out why. It was the curtains. Beautiful, expensive, completely the wrong color for the floor. The whole room was fighting itself and nobody could see it because the curtains were the last thing anyone looked at. Warm oak floors with cool gray curtains make the whole room feel colder than it should, even with the heat on. Color temperature has to match the floor and the trim, not just the wall. White, off-white, beige, or a color close to the trim usually works because it lets the curtains blend in. If you choose a bold color, repeat it somewhere. A pillow, a throw, a vase. So it feels intentional. Color is what you see first. Weight is what you feel every day. And it's the one even designers get wrong. Number 2 is using the wrong curtain weight for the room. This is the mistake even interior designers make because it photographs beautifully and lives terribly. A sheer white curtain in a bedroom looks stunning in a magazine. It also lets every street light, every car headlight, and every sunrise straight onto your pillow. Designer style for the photo. You have to live in the room. Bedrooms need blackout or lined curtains because the room should support sleep. Living rooms work with medium weight panels for softness and privacy without blocking the light. Kitchens need lighter fabrics that filter light and keep the room feeling fresh. Replacing unlined bedroom curtains with blackout ones costs $100 to $300, but the daily comfort is worth it. Good design is about how the room works, not just how it looks. At number 1, the mistake is ignoring the curtain hardware. This is the mistake I see in 9 out of 10 homes, including ones featured in design magazines. Everything else can be perfect. Length right, fullness right, color matched, weight correct. And one detail still tells the whole room you bought your curtains on sale. The fix costs $40. Use a stronger rod and extend it 8 to 12 inches past each side of the window. This lets the curtain sit outside the glass when open, which makes the window look wider. If the rod is longer than 5 feet, add a center support so it doesn't sag. And match the finish to other metals in the room so the hardware feels planned. Affordable curtains can look expensive when they're hung high, full enough, matched well, and supported by good hardware. That final finish is what makes the window look intentional. One last thing, if you only fix one thing this weekend, fix number 2. It's the one that changes how the room actually feels to live in, not just how it looks in a photo. The next video is on your screen right now.